You see how it looks kind of... Anyway.
There's a sepia tone to it.
Hello! Hi! Welcome! Okay. Hello! Welcome. Thanks so much. We have 3 people over here on YouTube. Thank you so much for coming. This is my husband, Matt Abraxas. My name is Rebecca Abraxas, and we are so thrilled. This is our first One Love Alignment Sunday. I kind of had this download to do this after a meditation. I think it was on Tuesday or Monday.
Yeah.
And got it going. Hi there. So here we are. My husband is an astrologer, studying astrologer, and we feel the alignment with the One Love consciousness, and together we want to collaborate with astrology, sound healing, metaphysical message of One Love consciousness. And we're just super excited that some people are here to see the launch of our work together in the world. So this is something that we're going to be building and building. We have a vision of doing this One Love alignment every first Sunday. So let's get into it. Let's start off with some songs. We're going to do some affirmations. Then I'm going to hand it over to Matt to do the astrology of the month and what could start to wobble our One Love alignment, right? So he's going to tell us some of the little bit about this month. And then I'll go into what do we do about that? What do we do about the wobble in our day-to-day? How do we stay aligned with One Love? So thank you guys for being here. We're not going to tend too much to the comments because I can't see them from here. Hello, guys on TikTok. You are welcome to join us on YouTube and if you want the full screen and stuff. And later on in the program, it's going to be an hour. We will also have a nice sound bath. I've got my bowls and I've got my koshi chimes. All right. So, all right. Let's get into our One Love alignment with a few songs to just light the way. This is called Show Me the Way. This is a song that I received, downloaded in the shower. And I love it. I wrote it for a unity service that I was doing in December. So I'm so glad we're here together on One Love Unity, One Love Alignment Sunday. Place your hands on your heart. If you catch on to the song, sing along. We are the change we are looking for, and this is how we start to bring the collective into the truth. Show me the way. Won't you show me the way of love? Show me the way. When I wake up tired, weary, feeling triggered and teary, bless my soul, bless my heart, bless the roads that I walk. Show me the way. Oh, show me the way. Won't you show me the way of love? Show me the way. Where there's peace in my heart, and I know we're not separate or apart. Show me the way. Show me the way of love. When my mood gets the best of me, light me up, set me free. Then I'm walking in fear. Let me know relief is near. Show me the way. Won't you show me the way That's why we're here. That's why we're here together, just to stay in our hearts, stay in that one love, stay in that higher self consciousness. So, spirit is rising. Sweetie, you want a drum?
No.
Okay. All right. This is Spirit is Rising. I don't mean to cut you off here. Here we go. One more song. Sing along with us, and we're going to have Matt tell us about the highlights of the astrology for September. Here we go, guys. Can we get into it? Spirit is rising. Spirit is rising. So that's your part, guys. It's pretty easy, right? Spirit is rising. All right. Let a brand new you that has always been. Let the clouds dissolve and the light pour in. Quantum leap and allow. The spirit is rising. The spirit is rising. The spirit is rising. Let the voice you hide sing true and clear. Let your soul sound out beyond the fear. Let go, just allow. Phoenix is rising. The spirit is rising. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Spirit is rising. Spirit is rising. Spirit is rising. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Spirit is rising. Yes, let's feel the spirit rise. Let's feel that love rise, that one love. Just hands on your heart and put in your heart every person that you want in there, right? Think about the people that you just love and adore. Think of the people that bug the shit out of you. Put them in your heart right now. This is one love consciousness, because beyond the veil of all the annoyances of this world and the relationships we have is one love, is our spiritual center, where we are whole, where we are love, where we are peace. Just going to read these affirmations from Paul Masterson. My mind, body, soul, and spirit are one with the mind, body, soul, and spirit of the universe. My every thought is now thought in the mind of universal mind of source. I am in a state of inner unity with all that is. I am within all, as all is within me. I love that one. Let's do that one again. I am in a state of inner unity with all that is. I am within all, as all is within me. So we have a chance now to listen to an astrology reading, which I have come to know as our map to awakening. And Matt's going to tell us these points along this month where we might need to slow down or come back in to that all is within and I am within all perspective. Okay. Take it away, Matt.
Okay. So we are in Virgo season right now. If at first I just want to say, if anyone's not familiar with certain astrological terms, don't get hung up on that. Just let that kind of wash over you and try to get the gist of what we're going through. When we're in, every time we go through a season, any zodiac sign that the sun enters, the whole world collectively starts to feel some element of that a little bit more strongly. And each person feels it a little bit more distinctly depending on their chart. So right now we're in Virgo season, and Virgo is a sign of the diligent day-to-day work, your personal health, like diet, or the routines that you may have to go through, your chores. There's a bit of control too with the element. There's a bit of you can lean into more of just wanting to do like a sense of cleaning in your house, or also overburdening yourself with busy work. So it's good just to know that this is the general vibe of the month. Now, last week we had Sun in Virgo. I wrote notes to myself, remember? And okay, Mars in Libra, square Jupiter in Cancer. Don't worry if you don't know any of what that means. What it does essentially come to is a conflict in balance, your emotions, your roots. There's been last week has been some tension, basically, built around how you want to work more, you want to get more done, and then part of you is pulling you down. And so however you may have felt that, some of you might have been sick, some of you might have been feeling like you're overburdened with just busy work, and at the end of the day feels like nothing was really done. If that's the case, fortunately, we're moving away from that. Today, we're in the full moon eclipse. I'm going to come back to this. I don't want to, because this is really what sets up not only the month, but actually the next 6 months or so. But today is a very unique moment in time. After today, we're going to have sort of what they call eclipse fallout. So all of the energies that come up from today, and it's the couple days before this and maybe a couple days after, we're going to have a time of just sort of purging the things that have come up. We also have an interesting time where Mercury lines up with the sun and the south node. There's a north and south node. I'll talk more about this in a moment. And south node typically represents your karmic experience. It's the past comforts, things that may have come up in time. When the sun lines up with that and Mercury lines up with that, what that basically comes down to is next week, don't be surprised if you have what may feel like karmic conversations, talking with people where either it's bringing up things that you thought you were done with from the past, or it's, basically it's just going to be like that. It's going to be a lot of communication around things that it doesn't have to feel bad. It might feel like good stuff, like some old memories, but they're things that you are probably feeling like you need to be letting go of. And whatever that brings up for you is important to notice. Okay. After that, we have a pretty nice week. The middle of the month is sort of a chill week, because whereas next week might be feeling all that old stuff coming up, and that can feel difficult at times to work with. The week after is not a whole lot astrologically is happening for several days. Like all I wrote down here was because the sun in Virgo is in what's called a sextile. It's a harmonious aspect to Jupiter in Cancer. It's probably going to bring up some expanded opportunities around Virgo themes in your life, details that you deal with, service, maybe personal health. Nothing to be scared of when I say personal health. It just means like you might feel pulled to try out a new diet or double down on a diet you're already doing, or maybe start exercising more. You'll probably just feel a good feeling toward these sort of Virgo themes. This is around the week of 15th to about the 20th or so. It ends in a partial solar eclipse in Virgo on the South Node again. This is another unique time. It's not a full solar eclipse, doesn't have the same sort of chaotic energies that eclipses tend to have. Sometimes people can be a little bit scared of them, but it's nothing to be afraid of. It just means it's like riding some turbulent waters a little bit. You just have to be flexible, give yourself some space around it, and generally things are just going to be fine. What I wrote with it, a little bit of health and service reset time. After that, there is, near the end of this month, Mars goes into Scorpio, and it squares off with Pluto and Aquarius. Now, Scorpio is ruled by both Mars and Pluto. And Mars, the planet of action and activity and fighting for something. Pluto's the planet of transformation and power struggles and want to get underneath and dig the muck up and reveal it. These two planets are squaring off in a tense aspect. So around the end of the month is probably a time where some shadows are coming to the surface. Now this, again, for each person, it affects things differently because your own chart lines up with all these transits in unique ways. So everybody has their own distinct fingerprint that may harmonize or have disruptions depending on the transits. But what I'm talking about is sort of a collective energy that we'll all feel to some degree. We may see things with this end of the month, with this Pluto-Mars square. We may see things come up like in news a lot more. See those Epstein files suddenly reveal stuff. It's going to be a time where things start to rise to the surface. How that affects you may be your own shadows are coming to the surface, and it could be very uncomfortable. So this ending of the month is very, it's associated to what we're going through today, very, very clearly. I think it's very important to be open to your shadows, to embrace them. And what happens with our shadow sides is that if we ignore it or if we try to kid ourselves and pretend they're not there, they always rear the ugly head. They always will find their way back through. And it can be very disruptive and difficult to deal with. The other thing I wrote here is shadows coming to the surface and breakthroughs. When shadows come to the surface, that's an opportunity for really amazing breakthroughs in life. And so my hope for all of you, for us, is that any shadows that do come up, we can work with them, be open to them, and use that as opportunity. At the very, very end of the month, the sun moves into Libra, sign of balance and harmony, relationships, justice. On the world stage, right after a time of shadows coming to the surface, sun moves into a sign of justice. Who knows what can happen? If we watch it with a perspective like it's just a show, a drama that you're watching, and it's almost like entertainment. It makes it a little bit easier to handle some of the crazy things that happen around us, and just know that everything is going through its cycles. And for you personally, again, shadows may come to the surface, but at the very end, it's moving into a time where the sun is moving into a different sign. A lot of planets are moving into different signs. and it's setting up a period of greater balance, relational, financial, just more harmony that's coming up through October and November. Now, let me just come back to today. I find it so fascinating that my wife decided to start this at this time today. And when she first said, "Okay, let's do it Sunday," and I thought, Sunday? Oh, Sunday is the full moon eclipse. Interesting. Okay, yeah. And then she said, "Yeah, what time do you want to do it?" And I was like, I don't know. The day is free to me. She's like, let's just do 11 a.m. 11 a.m. I'm like, that's at the peak, at least where we are right now. That's at the moment of the full moon eclipse.
Really?
Yeah. So it's interesting here. Let me just, okay. Eclipse energy. If any of you follow astrologers, a lot of them will say, don't manifest during full moons. Never manifest during eclipses. And they phrase it that way, or it'll get phrased in ways like that, because full moons, sometimes people still can play with that a little bit. Eclipse energies, they're like, whoa, stay away from it. The more I have been looking into this, the more I realize that that's the advice you should take if you're putting an intention out there without clarity and without flexibility. So ecliptic energies are based on the north and south node. That are calculations. So we always have these north and south nodes. They change signs every about a year and a half or so. In astrology, oppositions, any planet that is opposite each other, creates a tension point. It's a tug of war. And usually that means it's like you kind of fall toward one or the other. And the only way to work with an opposition energy is to actually keep both in mind at the same time. To know that there is so with south and north node is karma, past, maybe things that were comfortable to you at a time. North node is a little discomfort, but what you're being pulled to. It's like the hero's journey. And if you think about a south and north node, you can't like always just be going toward your north node. You have to hold the south node as well. You have to stay in balance with them. And in an old form of astrology, they called the south and north node the head and tail of the dragon. North node being the head of the dragon, the tail is the south node. And I always like this idea is that it's a dragon. It's fierce. It can be dangerous, and maybe the best way to work with it is to balance in the middle. This eclipse has the sun in Virgo right on the south node. The moon is in Pisces right on the north node. Now, let's think about these energies for a second. The sun is our motivation, we're pulled toward it. It could be ego, it can be excitement, it can be vitality, and it's sitting right with that south node in Virgo. So old karmic past, but feeling motivated toward it, toward old types of work that we do, details that we deal with, Virgo energy. At the same time, it's an opposition to the moon, our security, our emotions, how we want to be nurtured and how we want to nurture. That's the moon with the north node, what we're being pulled toward, what we feel like we need to reach toward in Pisces. Pisces, sign of the soul, the spirit, some things that are unseen in your life. It can be, artistic energy as well, but it's generally just think of it as like the deep soul sign. It's also, Pisces is associated with 12th house energy, which is endings. So culmination points. So now, trying to hold all that together. We following okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm need her sometimes to help me if I'm getting
Oh, yeah,
lost in details. Okay.
Getting it.
So we have these interesting energies to hold at the same time. A pull toward the motivations, but in old ways of doing things around our details in life. So think of that as there's a part of us we're really pulled toward, like doing the busy work or getting into the details of our diets or our health or service to others, or just the little things. It's all the details. It's control. It's where we want to have control over stuff. We're feeling that pull toward that. Now, I'm making it sound negative, and I think what the important thing, though, is to maintain. You have to hold that balance. We're also pulled toward feelings, emotions, our sense of security, knowing that this is what we have to reach toward, and Piscean energy with the spirit, with our sense of spirituality, and as a point of culmination, that it means that this is something that is wrapping up. So how to like hold all this together? What I wrote here was, what did I write? Dissolving old cycles of empty work and perfectionism. Letting some of this stuff go, knowing that you need some of it. You can't just fully lean into spiritual work. You still have to take care of your body. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to meditate all day and I'm going to let like the trash pile up and the electricity get shut off. Like, you still need some of this, but don't let yourself get pulled off into that, so that you're lost in the busy work. And it's what I do a lot. Head down to the trenches and just busy, busy, busy. And at the end of the day, I think, I don't know what I actually did. So feel that balance. Know that there is something that is coming to a culmination point. There is a point right now in your spirit, in your emotional security, that is asking you to resolve something, to come to a point to feel like a sense of closure. And that is allowing now what is opening up for, we're going through an eclipse season. We have a solar eclipse coming in a couple of weeks. And these eclipses have this energy of repeating something that will happen now for the next 6 months or so. And so when you think of this energy that is happening right now for all of us, and know that by the end of this month, we're going to be having some things come up. Shadows are going to be coming up. Anything you're working through right now and feeling comfortable with, holding the balance of your diligent work and your sense of spirituality, you'll be in a much better position to handle the shadows and the challenges that may be coming up, and be ready for the next month. I think that's all.
That was awesome.
Okay.
That was awesome. I hope you guys took some notes, and it sounds like we have a lot to integrate right now. So let's just take everything that Matt just informed us about, and let's do like a little shavasana. Like at the end of yoga, we sit still for a few minutes. Let's sit still for a few minutes to really digest everything that was said, so that we can really remember this and use it as a map to staying in our one love consciousness throughout the month. So just take a deep breath. Let's just do the box breath. We'll breathe in 5 counts, hold 5 counts, out 5 counts, hold 5 counts. Just a few rounds. So breathing in, 1, hold, release, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. And just breathe normal and just sit in the stillness for just a few moments. this box breath breathing is something that you can come back to throughout the month. If things start to get a little wobbly, if that karma is biting you in the butt, just come back to this box breath. The box breath is a great way to start bringing on the parasympathetic part of the nervous system. You can also add a hum to the exhale to activate that calming part of the nervous system as well. Before you get into any kind of action or reaction, just 2 rounds of box breath with a hum on the exhale, it'll help you out a lot. There's a few things that I wanted to comment about Matt's talk, astrology talk. And one is, it's just so beautiful how this Sunday got actualized, because while the new moon is about stating our intentions, right? Well, my intention probably many new moons ago was for us to collaborate and work together, and I just didn't know exactly how it was. So I think I was following the energy. This wasn't a manifesting, this was an actualization.
You actually asked me to do a quick astrology reading at an event you had, thinking, let's start to do a little work together. That was actually the last new moon in Pisces.
So there we go. So this is these energies at play. And if you stay in your practice, you can be riding the wave of these energies without even realizing it, right? Like I wasn't even sure of what was happening. He lets me know. But if we are really in tune with the energies and play with them rather than resist them, we'll watch our lives go into, I manifested that day, it actualized on this full moon. I mean, how perfect. How perfect. So I'm so glad you acknowledged that. Yeah. So this is an actualization from the new moon ask that we did in Pisces specifically. So I just wanted to say that. And two, what we have coming up this next week, or I guess you said the second week, was the karma. That's kind of going to be the maybe the challenging part of the month, is when this karma comes up. And I wanted to tell you guys a little story, because when this karma comes up, this is when we have this huge opportunity. Karma sometimes looks like triggers. It looks challenging. Hey Zorb, can you use my back bathroom? It looks like the shadows coming up. A lot of the karma, and karma can be like in a positive way too, but a lot of times karma's coming up to work through so that the clouds can part, and there we are in our spiritual center, which is our one love consciousness. So I've had an opportunity through my whole life to practice karma in a very big way. I'm an identical twin, and throughout the years, we've been attached at the hip as little girls. We've done a lot together. And we've had even though we have the same chart, we have very different personalities and very different ways of processing. And it was like this karmic life to come together to work out this one love consciousness. And so as our story continued through our teens, life got really hard. There was health issues, financial issues, a broken family. I mean, there was a lot that came up. And you would think as a twin that maybe that would make us stronger, or we would go through this and be each other's rock. But because of our personality differences, it actually estranged us a bit. And through the years, I felt, even though I was with my twin, I felt alone and misunderstood a lot. And I think she did too. And this sense of being lost and alienated. And I took that alienation to just feel completely alienated, not only from her and my family, but all humans. I always felt like I was an alien on the planet. And this was like the epitome, the opposite of one love consciousness, feeling like you are so separate from everyone in front of you. And so long story short, we're now 54, and so much karma has come up, so many misunderstandings through the years. And most recently, there was this misunderstanding that I was just kept ruminating around. And I remember going for a walk and just being so sick and tired of the separation, the angst, the rumination, because it's been a lifetime of it, 50 years of it. And I finally put my hands up into the air. Literally, I was walking with my walking sticks, put my hands up in the air, and I was just like, just show me the way. Like, it's like the song I just sung, show me the way of love, because asking my higher self, like, I surrender. I take this and I put it into my higher self because I don't know what else to do. Do you know, my heart cracked open. I took my walking sticks and I walked over to my sisters and we just embraced. I sobbed. We exchanged a few words. And since that point, the karma seemed to lift. And karma, what I mean is, like, all the stuff that I was ruminating about the past was gone. Like, I can't even think about putting the pieces together of what happened or who said what. Like, it's just not there. This is the power of one love. And think of it like a bridge from your 3D self to your spiritual self, your one love self. And that bridge is a very little bridge. It's like, doop. It's one step. It's one step with your hands up in the air saying, show me the way of love. I've had these like holy instances several times in my life. But in each time it was like that simple. But I don't know why it took me to get to my wits' ends to cross over that bridge. And what I want to say here, as we come up against like a pretty intense month with some things happening in the middle and the end of the month with karma and with these certain aspects of our map, our astrology, what if it's as simple as calming your nervous system with the box breath and hum, and taking like literally one spiritual step over to one love, where all of us are holding hands in wholeness and love. And that's all there is. And the veil of the past and the karma just drips away. This is the way we have to work through karma really effectively and efficiently. Acknowledge how your nervous system is held up in the past. Breathe it out to calm the nervous system. Take a step over that bridge into one love consciousness where we're all there together. And when we surrender that way, I'm telling you, it feels like magic. It feels like a miracle. It feels like, oh my gosh, like this is the reality I've wanted all along. Now, my twin and I might have had to have gone through a lot of karmic things to come to this point where I finally was like, and it feels, for now, it feels really done. I mean, it feels really done. The karma feels resolved at this point. And I really cannot in my brain, like I feel like I'm straining to try to remember all those misunderstandings through the years. I can't even remember them. So as we come against this point of high tension and karma, remember the box breath, the hum, and then just the one step over that bridge from your ego self into your one love self, where you put your hands up and say, I frickin' surrender. Heal the misperceptions I have. Because anything that keeps us from one love is a misperception. That's all it is. So I just wanted to read you something from the Course in Miracles. And we're going to go into a nice sound bath to integrate all this. This is from chapter 17 of Course in Miracles. When you become disturbed and lose your peace of mind because another is attempting to solve their problems through fantasy, which they call illusion, or just basically the collective reality, you are refusing to forgive yourself, for just this same attempt. And you are holding both of you away from the truth and from peace. As you forgive them, you restore the truth that was denied by both of you. And you will see forgiveness where you have given it. And forgiveness in the Course of Miracles and the Course of Love is seeing one love consciousness in, as, for, and through each other. That's all forgiveness is. It's not standing up on a pedestal and say, I dismiss your wrongdoings. Forgiveness is seeing that there are no wrongdoings because you see the truth of someone, which is their one love consciousness. So this is another saying from the Course in Miracles, which I read this week and I just love. Forgiveness is merely to remember only the loving thoughts you gave in the past and those that were given you. All the rest must be forgotten, because all the rest is not really in the truth. All the rest is not in one love consciousness. It's not the truth of us. And anything that is not the truth of us, we get to let go of. And from a somatic part of view, as a somatic worker, a body worker with a voice, it's important to heal that nervous system, to believe that for sure. So that's what we do in somatic work, is to heal the nervous system, to believe that we are just one love. And so this way of forgiving is merely to remember only the loving thoughts you gave in the past and those that were given you. All the rest must be forgotten because they are not the truth of us. Okay, so let's take all of that. Take a moment to get comfortable, and we're going to do a little sounding. This sounding will calm the nervous system, will create that peaceful center so you can really digest what was just said. We can embody this type of forgiveness where we only remember the love from our past and we let the other stuff drip away. It's the body and the nervous system and perhaps even the chakras and the psyche that's holding. But this sound bath will help you relax into this possibility of one love consciousness. So, Matt, do you want to receive too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, feel free to lay down.
Okay. No, sit.
Okay. We've got the heart crystal bowl, and we've got the sea bowl. We're going to tune our root chakra, where a lot of these fears that create separation from one love originate. They originate from, will I be loved? Will I be forgiven for being different? Can I be different? How can I live with all these judgments? So that's what we're working with today. Take a deep breath and relax into any karma, any resistance, any agitation that might have come up, any awareness of what you want to be working on this month. Bring it up into the sound. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Just notice. Notice what space that brought you to. Notice what awarenesses came up. Just notice. Thank you for all being here today. We hope to do these every first Sunday. Yeah, give yourself a nice big hug. And just put out your arms to just hug the universe. You're welcome. Let's hug everything. One love. And we're just going to do a few little announcements right now. One is, if you enjoyed that astrology and you'd like to get more specific about your personal astrology, Matt can take about 5 personal ones this month. So if you're interested, just be on a sliding scale like love offering. So just put in the comments if you're one of those people that want to be interested in that, and I will put your email and I will get in touch with you about that. If this sound healing portion spoke to you and you would like more of that, I have my sound healing pods for summer that are coming up over on my TikTok link. Or if you want to get personalized, we have something called the Harmonic Healing Map. And I will put that in the comments of this live. As I said, we're going to be doing this every first Sunday with the astrology of the month and a message and some songs and sound baths. So please come back, spread the word. Tomorrow night, we have live sound bath here on TikTok and YouTube, mini sound baths and spiritual life coaching. Tuesday morning, we have 3 minutes of love as well. So join us for both of those free events. And if you enjoyed this and you'd like to tithe and do a love offering, that would be wonderful. You can do that through Venmo at Rebecca, I think _, right? Or Rebecca Abraxas. You're welcome to send any love offerings you want. I'll put that link in the comments as well. And on TikTok, it's over on our bio link. Any other? I think that's it for the announcements. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for your presence here and for making this first one so feel so good. And for those of you on TikTok, I hope the sound was okay. Definitely go follow us, subscribe on YouTube, and we have the sound dialed in way better over there. And you never know with TikTok, so definitely follow us on YouTube so that we can stay in touch. All right. I think that's everything. That's it. The announcements are for if you want to get in touch with us personally, DM on TikTok. For YouTube, it's a little different. So just put away, we can connect with you in the comments. Okay. All right. Yay. Let's end with a little. The spirit is rising. Spirit is rising. One love, one light, we are. The spirit is rising. The spirit is rising. One love, one light, we are. The spirit is rising. Have a beautiful day, everybody. love. Yes, Tia, thank you for being here. So cool and exciting.